The errors of the ignorant. Number 2. Let him go, but tell him you will always be there for him. This is a series based on the comments made by people who fail to understand the true nature of narcissists and the narcissistic dynamic. Whilst these comments may be well-intentioned, they are incorrect, perpetuate misunderstandings, and in many cases create false hope, dashed expectations, and perilous outcomes. Let him go, but tell him you will always be there for him. I have seen this advice given when an individual has been entangled with our kind. The victim has endured the push and pull behaviour of being told that they are not good enough for us as they suffer the devaluation. They cling on, and then a respite period occurs. Thus, they think that their indefatigable approach has caused the return of the golden period. Ultimately, its return is down to us and our decision, and not about what you have done. It might be that an external source, such as an intimate partner secondary source, has infuriated us, and therefore they have been devalued, and therefore to create the contrast, we have given you the golden period again, through the imposition of a golden period. You might have done something especially impressive through the provision of positive fuel to cause it to return, as you have outfueled your unknown rival or rivals. Whatever it was, however, the decision is down to us. Accordingly, this on, then off, this push, then pull, this up and down, in and out behaviour has left a victim totally puzzled as to what is going on. The narcissist may have said such things as, "This is not working. I need space. Perhaps if we time apart, this will bring us closer together again. I need space to clear my thoughts. You are putting me under pressure, and I do not need it. Just give me room." All of these comments are issued as part of the ongoing manipulation to confuse you. Yesterday, we went for a wonderful picnic with you. Today, we are talking about needing space. You do not understand. What has changed? From your perspective, nothing has. From ours, it is the switching nature of our perspective whereby we feel the need to exert control over you again and gain fuel from you. Yesterday, we thought it would look good for the facade to spend time with you and the children, and you all gave me positive fuel. It was a good day. First thing this morning, however, the candidate IPSS that I have been courting left me a glowing and admiring voicemail, which shifted my attention onto her and reminded me why you have irritated and annoyed me. She is painted white. You have been painted black again. And when you tried to hug me this morning, seeking to capitalize on yesterday's delightful day, you were rebuffed and chastised for smothering me. You recoiled, hurt and confused, pushed away again after having been pulled in. After months of this, you speak to a well-meaning friend, seek the advice of some supposed relationship expert, and you convey your misery, the uncertainty, and how often we have talked about splitting up and spending time apart. This advisor listens and fails to recognize the behavior of our kind and what is behind it. They attribute it to somebody who is failing to value you, which is correct, but they do not grasp the real reason behind such behavior. You have fallen into the victim's trap of trying to find a reason to explain this behavior through either the influence of an external agent or, in common with your capacity to self-flagellate, your own apparent shortcomings. Between the two of you, you conclude that the position at work and a recent bereavement have resulted in this confusion on our part, this failure to identify priorities with you, and your advisor suggests that giving us the often spoken about space would be advantageous. Show him that you will give him what he keeps saying that he needs, but also let him know that he continues to have your love and support. Let him know that you are there for him when he needs you, but you're going to help him by giving him the space that he requires to get his head together. He will get what he needs, value your support, and then realize just how much he wants and needs you, the advisor explains. So, feeling reassured by these apparently sagacious words and the detailed conversations you have had with this advisor, you tell us that you are going to let us go, that you will always be there for us. Bad move. Of course you will always be there for us, We expect that already. It is the central feature of the narcissistic relationship that you belong to us. You are only telling us something that we know anyway. What we actually hear when you say this sentence or something similar to it is not that you are trying to do what we want. We do not hear that you are trying to accord with what we desire, no matter how much you would rather not do so. We fail to recognize this act of sacrifice on your part. Why? Because, as ever, we are far too concerned for ourselves. What we actually hear is that you are trying to escape us. It does not matter that we have been the ones who have threatened to leave, that we have repeatedly told you to back off, leave us alone, give us space, that we are thinking of going, leaving, separating, or however we decide to describe it. No, that is irrelevant. And of course, we will twist and deflect to ever deny we said those things. You made us do it, of course, because it is your fault. We hear you saying you are leaving us. You are escaping. You, as our intimate partner primary source, are about to cut off the supply of our precious fuel, and this fills us with horror at this prospect. Your words wound us, and accordingly we react through the ignition of our fury. You are criticizing us, according to our perspective, and therefore this wounds us. Our self-defense mechanism kicks in, and our fury ignites. How this manifests varies dependent on the type of narcissist you are dealing with. You may be shouted at, attacked, emotionally blackmailed. We may burst into tears, crying for ourselves, of course, not you and not the death of the former relationship, or we engage in charm and threat to halt your intended departure. You can listen to more about how we react to being told that you are escaping in How No Contact Feels, parts 1, 2, and 3. This supposedly kind and charitable act on your part will be met with an attempt to stop you leaving. This will both confuse and relieve you. You'll undoubtedly remain, as you never really wanted to allow this cessation for the provision of space in the first place, and you will confirm to us that you do not want it to end. You will reassure, and in so doing provide us with fuel. We will appear pleased, relieved, and so forth. And of course, we do not want to lose our primary source of fuel, at least not until we are ready to disengage. Do not think that your kindness and consideration will be met with approval thereafter, however. Your attempt will be thrown back in your face as evidence of your treachery, and do not even think about suggesting you were only doing what we wanted. And you will be punished for this traitorous behaviour through the continuance of the devaluation and the imposition of greater nastiness. Your confusion will return. You tried to do the right thing, and your advisor suggested this was the right thing to do. Look what happened. This is, of course, because nobody has identified what you have entangled with, nor understood how we behave. You are bewildered, perplexed, and miserable again. Do we want you, or do we not want you? Of course not. We want your fuel.